Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 3.5 grams magic mushrooms. When my plant started coaching me, it started on a quiet Saturday afternoon. I had been feeling a little stuck in life, so I thought, why not? I dosed 3.5 grams of magic mushrooms. Enough for a proper journey, but not a full-blown cosmic meltdown. I settled into my tiny apartment, which was cluttered with plants, succulents, ferns, a rather dramatic monstera that I'd named Steve. I figured I'd let nature be my guide. Within 30 minutes, the walls began to breathe softly, like they were inhaling and exhaling in sync with me. The colors of my plants deepened. Greens became lush and radiant, as if each leaf was photosynthesizing pure psychedelia. That's when Steve, the monster, caught my eye. His leaves twisted in a slow, deliberate dance, and I swear he winked. "Hey, human," Steve seemed to say. "Ready to level up your garden game?" I blinked, then laughed. "Oh, sure." Suddenly the other plants joined in. The ferns unfurled like tiny ballerinas, and the succulents puffed up, looking like they'd just flexed. The whole room transformed into an emerald jungle gym. But instead of monkeys, the plants were the players, and I was the new kid on the block. Steve strutted over, or at least his leaves waved in a way that felt like a confident saunter. Step 1, embrace your roots. You can't grow if you're afraid to dig deep. I nodded solemnly, though my brain was busy trying to figure out how a plant could actually give life advice. A cactus, usually prickly and aloof, perked up beside me. "And learn to protect yourself. Not everyone needs your energy, so conserve it like water in a desert." Then a fern chimed in, leaves rustling melodically. "Flexibility, my friend. Bend with the wind, sway with the chaos. Stiffness breaks, but flexibility thrives." It was like a botanical TED talk. I was mesmerized. As the trip deepened, the room around me melted away, and I was fully immersed in the Green Council's wisdom. The spider plant even demonstrated photosynthesis, glowing softly as it converted light into life. At one point I felt myself rooting into the floor, literally. My hands were soil, my feet tangled with roots, and I was absorbing all the energy from this verdant guru squad. It was grounding and humbling. Weirdly enough, Steve, in his leafy grandeur, dropped the final nugget. Growth isn't just about getting bigger. It's about evolving. Sometimes you need to shed leaves, cut dead branches, and make room for new life. I laughed again, because honestly, who else was giving advice about pruning my life like a houseplant? The plants began to hum softly, a lullaby of chlorophyll and cosmic vibes, and I felt at peace. As the effects wore off, the room slowly returned to normal. The plants stopped their dance and settled back into their pots. But I swear Steve gave me a little nod before he went still. That trip was bizarre, hilarious, and oddly insightful. I walked away with a new appreciation for my green friends, and a bizarre desire to talk to them more often, maybe sign them up for life coaching sessions. Who knew plants could be such good therapists?